This is how it all goes down. My name's Gary Hipley, born and raised in Greenfield.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Front Porch Files. My name is Gary Hepley, and we are in the Oildale Studios of California, here in Bakersfield, California. It is Friday night, and what goes better on a Friday night than a good old ghost story? This is my ghost story. For those who don't know about me, I believe in the paranormal. Absolutely. I mean, I believe in God. I'm a Christian, but I'm also open-minded to a lot. We're gonna jump right into this. This is back in 2002. I lived in a place called Tehachapi, California. Um, it's east of Bakersfield. On the way there, there is a little small town. There's a place called Heart Flat. I don't know why I got the birds. I drink that soda. There's a place called Keene. Nothing really out there. I think Keene only has a cafe, and Heart Flat just got a bunch of beautiful houses, like ranch houses. Not really too many, but anyway, one night it was around October time, it was Halloween time. A bunch of stoners hanging out with each other, and one of the locals was like, "Hey, what about the Keene, the old tuberculosis hospitals? What they, is what they called it." And I'm like, "Well, what the hell's the old tuberculosis hospital?" And they're like, "Oh no, we gotta go, man. All these people died there." So, from what I know, from what I researched, before Cesar Chavez bought it, before there was even KMC, Kern Medical Center in Bakersfield, this place was the main hospital. Um, and then they started transferring people over to KMC. I think if I read right. And anyway, it was a tuberculosis hospital, and apparently everybody got quarantined over there, and it was just eating everybody inside from out. Okay, everybody died. Everybody died. They're all dead. Everybody's dead. So where the fuck was I at? So anyway, our dumbasses, we get in. I think one guy had a Volkswagen Cabriolet or a Volkswagen Rabbit, and then shout out to my buddy Daryl. I think he had like some old hoopty, and so I think people rode in his car, and someone rode in our other buddy's car, and we get down there, and we go in the main entrance like a bunch of dumbasses. So we go down in there, and I just remember this. I just remember the C building. I remember the C building, and we all get out, and this was the first time I ever seen anything like that was like paranormal. Look, my computer just shut off. Isn't that great? Look, uh, uh, I remember looking over at this building, and there's this building. It was like a window. There was two stories. And look, dude, I get goosebumps every time. Oh, my hair's standing up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. Look, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but dude, oh my goodness, I seen like this fog thing. It was, I was like, dude, there's walls between. You know what I mean? There's rooms. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I looked over, and everybody's staring up at this this second story building. And you guys know those old kerosene lanterns? You know what I mean? They would just go up. You know what I mean? They would just go up. And oh my goodness, dude, I looked up at this window, and it was flashing like something was holding it. I couldn't see an arm, but like something was holding it. And I looked up, oh my goodness, and I started hearing this boom, boom, boom. And we heard something like it sounded like somebody was yelling in there. And I remember, dude, I turned around, and that wasn't even it. I turned around, and there was an old lady, had like one of those old lady froze, and she was looking like right at me. And I was like, oh my goodness, dude, I'm in a fucking Alfred Hitchcock show, dude. This is some Stephen King shit. You know what I mean? So we got out, right? So we all got out. And remember, we're all sitting at the back of the apartment. Mind you, this is like 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? We get back and everybody's gonna go to bed. We're all sitting in the living room, and we're like, we got to go back. We got to go back. Okay. So anyway, um, the next night we go back. I can't show you, or I can't tell you exactly where it was, but I remember we parked under a bridge. I remember we parked under this bridge. And if you give me the GPS, like a GPS, like I could find it for you. I could pinpoint it for you. But anyway, we walked along a railroad track, and it was a full moon. I remember it was a full moon, and we get there, and there's this old building, like one of those buildings you see in an old Hollywood movie. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those old like old church buildings. Old big doors. And I think Daryl was the one that opened the door, and we put something in front of it, right? So we walk in, and I started like seeing things, on the wall, like written in crown, like a pentagram. And I remember something vividly said, "Find the note." And I'm thinking like somebody came in here, somebody broke in this shit already. I'm trying to keep myself focused. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, don't like Gary, don't trip out. You know what I mean? And then I remember I seen like this light bulb, and it was swinging back and forth. It was swinging back and forth. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And so everybody was holding on to somebody. You know what I mean? Like we all went as a group everywhere. And then I remember we went into this room, and I believe it was the isolation room. And I remember went into this room, and all you see was bed, 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 fucking toy here, toy here. And I was like, dude, you know. And I remember we all were like, dude, there was like so many deer in the headlight moments. We were all standing there, and all of a sudden we all got this cold chill. Everybody started shivering, and it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Um, Obviously, I'm gonna tell people who don't know, but I mean, it's a ghost going through you. Okay, so we get out of that room, then we go down this hallway, and we see all these files and stuff. And there was like a trophy or something like that. Fuck. Anyway, I'm not tripping out. Obviously, I live in the Dale, so you know what I mean. There's all kinds of creative characters going down my street. But anyway, where the fuck was I at? Oh, anyway, we leave that room. We go down this other hallway, and we walk down these stairs, and it was like this dark, dark, dark room, and all I seen was like these windows, and they had like these fans on them, like these fans were like spinning, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" For some reason, it was like the darkest room I ever been in. There was like light coming in from the full moon. We get up, right? We get up. And we're on this hallway, dude. It was like this long fucking hallway with this other hallway going down. So we're up against this wall, and mind you, we're with guys and chicks. Okay, the girls are fucking crying because about that time, that was just just does that with a computer. Anyway, I should have freaked you the fuck out. Like, oh man, my computer. Um, anyway, we started hearing these footsteps. No bullshit. Just boom, 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 coming towards us, right? And mind you, we're just sitting there. I'm like, oh man, is this how it's going down? Am I gonna die from a motherfucking ghost? Holy shit. Huh. I could have been minding my business, watching TV, rolling up a fat hooter. But no, I had to come fuck with this paranormal shit. And now who knows? Am I gonna get killed by one of these little fucking kid tuberculosis or one of these doctor tuberculosis motherfuckers? I don't know. Well, anyway, it ended up being the security guard. And I remember what this dude looked like. He was this big old heavy set gentleman. He was missing all these fingers and stuff. Luckily, he's like, and he was pissed. Like he was like scared pissed. He's like, "What are you guys doing in here?" And man, one of the girls came up with something quick. She was like, "Hey, we all go to school at BC, and that's the Bakersfield College up here, the community college up here, and we're doing a documentary. We hear this place is haunted." He goes, "You guys need to leave now. How'd you guys even get in here?" And she goes, "Well, we put something in front of the door." He goes, "I had to use my key to get in here." And when I heard some shit like that, dude, I was just like, yeah, I promised God, which I ended up breaking that promise. I promised God I'd never come back, right? Well, anyway, we leave. We leave. That was enough. That was enough for me. I said, fuck all that. I'm leaving. You know. So I moved back to Bakersfield, and I'm telling this story. Just within the 20 years. This is back in 2002. It's 2025. I mean, you do the math. Hell, I don't know. 22, 20. I don't know. Anyway, I was right out of high school. Fuck, that was a long time ago. Wow. All right, Gary, stay on track. Anyway, we leave, and I'm telling all these people, I've moved back to Bakersfield and shit, and people wanting to go. I knew one person, him, his girlfriend, and a mutual friend that we knew. We all go in there, or they go in there, and he said, dude, they got halfway down that hallway, they heard a glass break. He goes, I look up, dude was halfway down the hallway. So, uh, yeah, that was that. And then, come to research and all this shit. This shit's on America's most haunted hospitals. Okay, I remember reading something that the ghost hunters either weren't allowed in there or they weren't gonna or they didn't want to mess with it because it was like like there was like a lot of people there's like different haunted shit, like you know what I mean. There's people that like I believe there's people that are lost. There's people that like don't know they're dead, and then there's those just those evil demonic spirits that just come back that are pissed. You know what I mean? Um, and I think that's what the ghost hunters. I don't know. Do they mess with stuff like that? Um, I'm not sure, but this was that demon shit. And I'll tell you this: up and even until today, I remember there was a time that really resonates with me. I remember I was going in my room when I used to live out there in Greenfield. Um, I was going in my room and I was closing the door behind me, and the fucking door went woof. And there was a lot of fucking times odd shit happened to me, and I couldn't know what the fuck. I was like, what is that? They say like a ghost follows you for some. I don't know. Okay, but yeah. Then how I broke the promise. I went back. I went back. There's this chick that I know. We went to the La Paz Center because Cesar Chavez bought it. It's called the La Paz Center now. If you look it up, you can look up Keene. That's what I did. Keene, California Haunted Hospital, or you can look up Cesar Chavez La Paz Center. Yeah, dude, you just get the chills. I went back and then I told this chick about it, who is obviously she's interested in the paranormal, all that shit too. But she's a little further into it. Anyway, she sees me, or she sends me this video, and I remember it said something along the lines of like, "You're not supposed to be here." And you heard it, and it scared the shit out of me because it came from there, and I knew it couldn't be anything from AI because this place is haunted as fuck. Okay, and it was just crazy, man. And then you look it up, and then before I let you guys go, I'll let you see it. I mean, I'm looking on Microsoft Bing right now, and it's saying Keene, California Haunted Hospital, and it's crazy. And you'll see that C building that I'm talking about. It's like that night when I seen that lantern, it was stairs going up to nothing. Things were boarded up. It was just I don't know, dude. And seeing those beds, nothing nice was about it. People were dying. Like the last moments that were laying on that bed was fucking horrible. Death. They say death can be beautiful, but this wasn't. This was kids fucking screaming, doctors going fucking nuts, not knowing what the fuck they're able to do. Yeah, mad. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys right now America's most haunted hospitals. And I'm gonna let you guys go. All right, everybody. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. It helps me out. Here. Um, y'all be good. Stay classy, and I love you.